Welcome back to the channel in another video here today, guys. Boy, it is really bright and sunshiny out, but well, in today's video we are going to be working on the Duramax, which is actually sitting in a different spot than usual, but we are going to take a look at the door check, whatever it's called. I'll show you guys here, and we're going to be replacing it. So the thing I'm actually talking about here, this thing right here, it's busted clean off and we need to get it replaced. So I ordered one, which we will go take a look at in the shop. Got me a stump burning over there, trying to get some of the land cleared up. And oh yeah, stay tuned, guys. In the shop here we've got a new, well, new to me anyway, new mower. We're retiring and selling the old John Deere. I've had it for 5 years, and we went with a Husqvarna with the Kawasaki motor. But nonetheless, video for a different day. Let's take a look at that part. I was going to show you guys. Here it is. I don't have the original box because my wife opened it, but this is basically the OEM part that came out of it. And I'm going to leave a link down below to Amazon for this exact part. So consider using it if you would, please, if you need to do this project. It does help me out monetarily, so I can help build, so I can continue building these trucks out. But we're going to need this guy right here. It's about 50 bucks. And we're going to need just a few tools to pop off the door panel, which I may kind of separate this out into 2 videos. So that way people that want to know how to do just the door panel can do it, but also we'll do this. So today's video, the focus is on replacing the door check. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to grab some of those tools. All right, so we're going to start by removing this door panel, and this should pretty well work for anywhere between a 99 to an 06 or the 07 Classic Chevy Silverado or a GMC Sierra, and also I'm sure the Suburban and others are very similar. But to remove this, I've got at least for now a 7mm socket, a ratchet, and I've got a flathead screwdriver. You may want to use something plastic so you don't scratch things up. I'm not too worried on this pickup. But what we're going to do first is we're going to pry on a little lock here. This guy should just pry up and out of the way. Okay, just like that, did pop out. Little tab here you can see. So we got that. Looks like it is easier to pull from the backside than out. So I'm gonna set this in the chair. We've got a panel right here, which it looks like I can just pull and pretty much get off. Yep, it's got a few spots it pops, and you can see it just comes out over the handle like so to reveal a bolt. And then I'm gonna we'll pop this piece off up right here, which I think it has 2 spots on the back here. So I'm gonna grab it down here and just pull towards me. Yep, you can see, unclips just like that. So now, I'm gonna take that 7mm we were talking about, and we're gonna start taking out some bolts. So I'll see you on the first obvious one is right here. Let's go ahead and pop him. Ratchet going the right way here. All right, so it's out. And I noticed when I was looking this over real quick, I noticed it looked like on the very bottom there was one down here. This truck does not have one there, but I can see it's threaded for one. So now, let's see if we can pull this thing off. So it pulls up and then out just like that. And then if you want to, on the back side, you can unplug some of your harnesses. So then if you wanted to, you could unplug the harness on the back side here to the door panel, which is just a few clips there, and all you gotta do is remove those, and then literally the whole door panel will come off. So just that easy, guys. So what I've done here to give my door a little support, I've just hung it on the back side of here with a bungee cord. That way I'm not letting everything drape with the cords hanging just like that. But then what we're replacing is this guy right here with the new one here. So if we look at it, let's get that bolt off there. It appears to me that this side goes right there, so we need to unbolt it there, but it feeds through right here is what it looks like. So we need to determine how this guy bolts up. What it sure looks like is that there's a little plastic sleeve cover here that I bet we could pry out with our hand or a screwdriver. Yeah, sure enough. And okay, so there's the studs and the bolts are on the other side. So all we got to do is take these two bolts off, which what I'm referring to are on these little studs right here. There's two bolts holding it on. We need to take those off, and I think this whole thing will come out and we can put the new one in. It is a 10 millimeter. So go ahead and pop those. And you know what I might do? I'm gonna go ahead and pop this guy. He looks like he's a 10 millimeter too. That way it's out of the way. So it's kind of annoying me. That's really on there. So that's out. Hold on to your 10 millimeter. We're going to jump back to the check here. So there's one nut. I'm going to undo the bottom one. Bottom nut. Now I think it's just going to pull out. Sure enough, check it out, guys. You can see where there's a break right there. Old part, new part, looks exactly the same. Except this dude was jammed way up in there. Okay, I see how it works now. That makes sense. Okay. Nonetheless, let's get the new one in there. Be honest, I didn't pay attention to which way this came out. I don't think it matters though. It looks like you could put it in either way. Oh no, you can't. It has to go that way, so it can fit on that way. Okay. So let's go ahead and tuck it back through there. Just like so. Make sure your studs go through the holes there. Then I'm gonna go ahead and thread both of these 10 millimeters back on. Make my life easier. Thread those dudes back on. And then I think before I even tighten them, I want to try to get this dude aligned up here to thread on. I think that's going to be easier. Scoot you guys back for just a second so I can close this door in. That way I know it's lining up straight. I'll bring you back in for a peek here. You can see we're just going to go ahead and tighten this guy down. See the nuts on the stud here. I'm just gonna go ahead and spin those on. It's easier than working on them with the ratchet. Go ahead and torque them down just a bit with the little wrench here. There we go. Bottom one. Boom, there we go. So now we can start piecing it back together. I want to take this, I noticed this was folded down when I started, or at least I think it was. Kind of sit back up where it was. Don't have to be perfect. Then I'm gonna take my bungee cord off over here, throw that to the side, and then to put the door panel back on, make sure you go ahead, if you unplug the harness back here for the controls, make sure to plug that in. I'm gonna try to catch this lip up here, let it sit down on it. Check around. So there's two clips on the bottom. You gotta make sure you get those set in right. Make sure you're lined up at the top right. Set it down, and then it should just kind of fall down into place like so. So then, what you can do is, there's no clips around the side, you can just start punching everything back in. So I had that one screw, bolt right there. So I'm gonna tack him back in. 7 millimeter as a reminder. And you may have had that one at the very bottom. I did not. So don't forget about him too. That's all good and secure. I'm gonna test it out now and see if it operates like we expect. So it should catch. Perfect right there. Feels like a new truck again. Used to the door, anytime, whoops, I must have locked it there. Anytime I would open it, it would either want to swing all the way closed or all the way open because that check was broken there. But now it's got that half spot like what you expect. And it's got some heft whenever you're closing it and opening it. That feels really nice. It's like a new truck again, guys, all for 50 bucks. And I'm sure you guys notice how loose and sloppy this is. I need to, if you guys got any advice on that, I think the clip on the back side of this is broke or something. I might be able to glue it in there, but I don't know what the best method of going about it is. So leave a comment if you got any opinions on that. But let's go ahead and replace our trim pieces. I'm just gonna take this guy, pull the handle up, slide it up and over, push the little clips in place. Just like so. Covered up perfect. Take the little locking mechanism, make sure the tab's towards the front. Push it, pop it back in. And then don't forget about your little triangle up here. Make sure your two tabs line up at the top. And pop it in. Just like that, we're done. I gotta say, guys, that was a good little fix there. Now I can open my door and it'll stay halfway. If I want it open all the way, I go all the way. I don't got to worry about just opening this thing and it just going whoosh and hitting whatever might be there. But you can see it's nice and sturdy, OEM part. Couldn't ask for better. And I would recommend going with something OEM or high quality, because if you buy something cheap, it's possible it obviously might break again, or they can make some awful noises whenever you open it, squeak and clank and clunk. So go ahead, do yourself a favor and spend a little bit of extra money to get a quality part. But yeah, she's good to go. So we got that taken care of. We need to do a window motor over here sometime. We need to take care of the tint. I'm sure some of you guys could see on the video how bad the tint looks on this thing, but we'll take care of everything in time. Sorry about the wind noise, guys. I just realized I messed up on this. Don't forget to put this little boot back on. I think I can just pop this guy off real quick, slide the boot over, but yeah, that should be it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's upload. I know I sure did. It's nice having a door that actually works now. But yeah, if you got any ideas on how to fix this here, let me know down in the comments. The other ones like that too. But we'll get that taken care of. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a thumbs up and also check out the channel. We got lots of content here where we've been working on this 2004 LB7 Duramax, as well as you may have saw the old white pickup over there, the 2014. So stay tuned. We got lots of fun things we're going to be doing. All right, guys, until the next video, take care.